What's up, guys? So today we have a 2021 ZX10R in for a baseline, and then what we're going to do is install a SC Project slip-on style exhaust that eliminates the catalytic converter, and then we're going to do a full ECU flash and dyno tune on it. So very excited. We're going to baseline it. I'm guessing low 170s. We all have some guesses here. Lewis, what's your guess?
173.
173. All right, so we got 172 locked in, 173, and then we got Joey in the back. I think he said he's at 170, 174. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do some baselines now. We're gonna warm it up and then run it real quick and go from there. We're done doing the baseline pulls on this thing. It actually ended up with 165, almost 166 wheel horsepower, and 75 foot-pounds of torque is about what we're averaging here. Not bad. Now take a look down low going into mid-range though. Look how lean the bike is. We're seeing 14.2, 13.9. Let's see, the green and the yellow. Let's focus on the green and the yellow since that was the later pulls here that made the most power. So look how lean they are actually down low. We're at 14.0 air fuel, 14.1 all the way up to 7K. That's pretty laggy honestly in the air fuel. It's pretty lean. It's gonna make it feel a little laggy down in that low end going into mid-range RPM. Again, 15.3, 14.8. And then look up top here, it actually goes pretty rich. At 10.5 here, 10,500 or so, it's seeing 12.0 air fuel, which is actually insanely rich. Comes back up, gets right where it needs to be, and then again, it just starts puking fuel at the higher RPM, which also the throttle blades are getting shut simultaneously, and ignition timing, a bunch of stuff's getting restricted, so it just tanks the power. And that's why we get this little hilltop here, and then it drops off. It's just all the restrictions starting right around here at 11.5. So good numbers so far, a little lower than I was expecting or that I was hoping for. However, it's not where you start, it's where you end at. So stay with us. We're gonna transform these numbers for sure, and also we're gonna make this thing scream. So SC Project is a pretty loud exhaust. We thought it'd be interesting real quick to weigh the stock catalytic converter, and we are in at 10 pounds. So the stock cat weighs 10 pounds and we still have the muffler to weigh, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that on now. And here's the stock muffler, 5.8. So we have a total of 15.8 pounds. We also have the cables. So we have the cables, a little bracket, and then we also have the motor. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be safe to say that overall, we can say this is around 16 pounds, maybe even a little bit over 16 pounds worth of weight. We already measured 10 pounds on the cat. We measured 5.8 pounds on the muffler. And now we're gonna measure the rest of the hardware here. We're at 0.8, 0.8. All right, it was at 0.8, the battery's dying in it. We're at 0.8 pounds there as well. So we're at what, 16.8 here. 16.6.
And then another 0.8, so you're at 16.6.
So just a nip over 16.5 pounds that we have all right here. That SC Project weighed in around a pound, all in all, total weight. So literally saving 15 pounds, about 50, yeah, I'd say a good solid 15 pounds of weight savings right here, just on this little exhaust. That's wild. So this SC Project weighs less than a pound. There's literally nothing to this thing. It's a titanium slip-on, and there's literally no packing in here. This thing is going to be a screamer. Yeah, there's literally no kind of packing in here. Very, very little packing. It's gonna be a loud exhaust. That's what the owner wants. He wants it loud and proud. So we're gonna do another baseline pull with the SC Project installed, and then we'll start tuning it. Of the new baseline with the SC Project installed. Okay, this is with no tuning. This is just baseline. So we have a completely 100% stock baseline, and then we have the SC Project baseline, okay, where we installed the slip-on. That's the only modification that we've done. Now, we baselined at basically 166 wheel horsepower with 75 foot-pounds of torque. With just installing that exhaust, we picked up about 6 wheel or so. We're at 171 wheel horsepower and 79 flat foot-pounds of torque. And look at the mid-range. We picked up very, very good mid-range and top end just by freeing it up with just that slip-on. Big gains, actually. We're about 8 wheel right here in the mid-range. That's pretty massive, actually, for just installing a slip-on. But look at this here. This is what's interesting. Look at the air-fuel ratio now. The one that we just did is this red one, okay? We'll highlight it just so you can see it better. Look how lean we go. We go off the chart right here at 7K. It's completely off the chart. It's insanely lean. This is way too much airflow now, basically. What we need to do is actually really enriching it here. Again, all throughout this power band now, you're basically running extremely lean up until about 13,000 RPM. Now this is basically, you're almost in the, no, you are in the danger zone even right here at 9,000, 9,200, 9,300. I mean, we're at 14.2 AFR, which is extremely lean, 14.1, 14.08. So again, we're almost at 14.1 all the way up until basically 11,000. Yeah, 14.0 all the way up to 11,000 RPM. That's extremely lean, and it even continues on to 12,000. That's extremely lean for the whole power band. This could cause some damage over time here to this motor. So it's a good thing we're doing all this in one shot. It's going to save it. It's going to be a lot healthier, and it'll last a lot longer in the end run. So we're going to work on it now. We're going to do some ECU flashing, do some tuning, and we're going to start pulling the power out of this thing, all right? So I'm not gonna lie, I am super impressed with that 2021 ZX10. This thing did killer, and all we had on it was a freaking SC Project slip-on exhaust. That's it. Insane. Here are the final numbers. I'm a little in shock, honestly. We ended with a whopping 197 wheel horsepower and 83.7 foot-pounds of torque. Holy crap. That is insane for a stock wheelbase bike. That's a lot of power. Years ago, we had to do built motors, 2 mil bores, strokes, ported head, cams, all kinds of crap to hit this 197 to 200 wheel. So this is a stock motor ZX10, and we're easily hitting that with a slip-on pipe. That to me is just incredible to see how far these bikes have come over the years. All right, so let's take a look at the top end. Blue line is with the SC Project exhaust installed. Green line is 100% stock ZX10R, okay? And red line, obviously, is the full ECU flash and dyno tune. Now, this bike was tuned on 93 pump gas. It is nothing special. It's straight out the pump. So we started with 100. Now, again, this is where the throttle blade shut down. I know. I just want to give you a reference point because, look, this is the new peak power is right around here. See how we kind of flatline right here? That is the new peak power, is right in this range. So I targeted just right in the middle, as close as I could, just so we can get an idea. So when you compare, let's split the difference here. Let's say 140 wheel to 197. You're talking about a 57 wheel horsepower gain. That's crazy. That's freaking nuts. That's insane. That's just insane. Let's get something a little bit more realistic, something around where the throttle blades start to shut down, right around this 12,000 RPM mark. We scroll up here. Let's say even as the bike rolled in at 165, we're at 184. That's 19 wheel horsepower, which again is just monumental. Here's 170 with the SE installed to 184, so 14 wheel horsepower. Still, just again, huge gains, huge gains. And even down low. So down low, going into mid-range is one of the most complained about areas in the mapping that I always hear about from customers, whether it be a ZX10, an R1, a Gixxer 1000, a 600, the 750s, it doesn't matter. All the way down to an EX650, to the Ninja 400, to the R7s, to the MT07s, to the FC, it doesn't matter. I could go on. Everyone experiences very similar issues when they install a full exhaust and an air filter. Or just really when they delete the cat is really the biggie. And that big issue is that lack of throttle, hesitation, real laggy feel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So the ECU flash and dyno tune is what really helps clean that up. And here's another example right here. We were at 82 wheels stock. We were at 82 wheel horsepower stock. We threw on the slip-on. We're at 85 wheel. After the tune, we jumped all the way up almost to 97 wheel right here. So you're talking about a gain of 12-ish wheel horsepower right here. And like I said in other videos, as long as you're hitting about 6% rate of change, you're gonna have a noticeable feel. Well, we are way past 6% at this point. We're closer to like 11 wheel horsepower gain down here. So that's clearly way over the 6% threshold. We're about double 6%. So again, 6% is gonna be very, very noticeable. He's double that. He's at 11 and a half, 12%-ish, right in that area. So this thing, that bike is gonna haul ass. Now, here's the other side of that coin, okay? And this is another complaint that I hear about from a lot of customers. They don't like a twitchy throttle. They don't like it when they roll on. Some people do, but majority I've noticed don't. They don't like it that when they barely roll into the throttle that the bike basically just wants to giddy up and go like a bucking bronco, okay? They want a nice, smooth, on-throttle feel, right? And then they want power when they want to get into the throttle, okay? And that's what we do. We fix that throttle, we make it smooth, and then we give it power when you request the power, okay? So we try to get that nice balance in there. Again, some people like it a little bit more touchy. They like it basically being full-on race bike, like freaking you touch that throttle and it wants to go. So a lot of other people, like I said, the majority that we've dealt with like a nice smooth on throttle, and that's what we target whenever we're doing a lot of our tuning, okay? Even though we pick up power, we still make sure that that throttle response is nice and smooth, okay? It's very important. I take that to heart. I hear a lot of feedback on it, so I strive to make sure that we hit those marks for our customers. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you gained some value out of it. These new Gen 6s are monsters. They make incredible power. I'm a big fan of ZX10s. I've always been a Kawi fan. I ride a Turbo 14R. I love Kawis. I also love my Suzukis too. I love all these bikes. That's why we work on all of them. That's why I tune all of them, because I love it. We even got this Ducati V2 in here that we're tinkering with. We tune a lot of different bikes. So we play with a lot of them. I love them. We have a lot of fun. So if you gained value out of this video, if you saw something that you enjoyed or whatever, can you please give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel? I'd greatly appreciate it. We're gonna bring you a lot more content, such as the videos that we're making now, and let us know if there's something else that you guys like to see or like for us to test and show you, okay? I like the feedback, and I wanna test everything that you guys are interested in, or if there's something that I didn't show, we'll mark it down. Just please leave a comment and let us know, okay? I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on another episode, all right? See you. Bye.